A few days ago, a friend of mine asked, how hard do you think it would be to get an accurate 3D model of a Minima Spectre? To which I responded, are you going to pay me to design it? And he said no. And then 3 hours later I finished it anyway. I may have gotten a little carried away. Anyway, here's the process of designing it. I used Fusion 360 CAD software. And I know that it probably would have been easier to use Blender or some creative software, but CAD is what I'm comfortable with, so that's what I used. And I also need to preface this with, I don't know anything about guns, so yes, these parts have technical names, no, I do not know them. I don't actually own the skin, so I started with this reference image from the internet. I started by modeling the main body pieces and the barrel, very rough and blocky to start. I moved on to some more complicated pieces like the grip on the top rail, sight on top, which I couldn't find a good reference for, and decorative holes. I put the magazine off until last because I knew it would be easy, and the under part of the barrel because I thought it would be really difficult with the weird angled cutouts. I modeled some of the rounded edges and slants, and then poof, the under part of the barrel is complete. It actually took me a really long time to create that part and to decide how I was going to do it, but this playback only shows the successful path, it doesn't show all of my mistakes. I ended up making planes and slicing up that part pretty simply. I added some more details like lighting parts, and then started slicing the model to match the reference seams. I then rounded every corner slightly and the parts that needed to be curved. This is easily the most tedious step, but so satisfying once it's complete. The next steps were to break up the part and add ways for the parts to be connected after 3D printing. Yeah, I 3D printed this. All you get is this picture though, because it was kinda underwhelming in real life, and the CAD model looks so much cooler. Files are available in the description if you want to download them though. I designed it such that every part, given the correct tolerances, can snap together and nothing will come apart unless you do it in the right order. In real life, it didn't quite work out that way. I had to use some hot glue, but it was pretty good for the most part. Oh, and it's big now. I realized I was working at millimeter scale, so I fixed that for tolerance reasons. Here are some great renders of the finished gun too. I really like the way this turned out, I'm really happy with it, and I think that these renders really do it justice more than the 3D print. I also modeled the Minima Sheriff from this reference photo, but that isn't ready for 3D printing yet. If I get asked, I can provide the design files, but I haven't completed it yet, and I probably won't complete it in all honesty. I think the Sheriff looks a lot cooler personally, and here are some amazing renders. I just think that overall it's much more minimalist, and the designs come across a lot cleaner. I'm actually working on a Sheriff that really actuates, like the hammer and the trigger, but that will honestly probably never see completion. Anyway, this has just been an overview of a fun modeling project I did. If you want to see anything else, let me know, and I'll consider it. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I really enjoy copying models like this. Like I said, available files are in the description, and thanks for watching.